Hello everybody! Welcome to this week's reading for the week of December 8th. I have a little something I want to share with you first because the outside world is always helping us, especially Mother Nature, helping us in those moments that we may be worried or concerned or fretting or in angst about something. And as I was getting ready this morning, I was feeling a little bit worried about something that I needed to take care of. And I look outside my windows and there's just this really light snow that is falling. And it's falling it was just so slow and just felt so graceful. The energy of it just felt really graceful and really calming. And I stopped and I just really watched that for a few moments and realized how the thing I had been worrying about had left that crazy loop that it was going on in my mind. And so I just thought, wow, that was a perfect thing that I needed to just stop and enjoy in order to get me back into this space of calm and not such a worrywart. So then I come out to my studio, and I'm sharing this with you because maybe this will be helpful for you as well. And because I just really believe that nature is always speaking to us, the outside world, in signs and symbols. And when we actually observe it and realize it, it really is magical and really can help shift our perspective in that moment. So I just want to share this as an example because it just really touched me this morning. So I come out to my room and I sometimes like to play some calming, quiet music as I get ready for my day out here in my studio, what I'm going to work on. And I love watching or pulling up different videos on YouTube of music, instrumental music, that usually has a very pretty picture background. So the one I chose today was of this pretty little white house with Christmas decorations, and it was a guitar instrumental. And as I clicked on the video to play it, this really light, calming, soothing snow began to fall on the picture of the video as well. And I said, okay, universe, I get it. So that happening just so close to each other twice this morning was a message to me to stop worrying about what I was worrying about. And I pulled some cards for myself and did some journaling, and I totally shifted my perspective, and I feel so much better. So that's the cool thing about nature and also oracle cards. And I know that's why you're here, because you get something out of listening to the readings I do each week, and I'm so glad you're here. So this morning as I pulled some cards, I was feeling really called because this time of year the veils can feel thin and are thin. And I just felt like, are the ancestors here trying to share something with us? So I'm going to pull an ancestor card. I'm also going to pull an inner child card. Well, I already did. I pulled them off camera and I have a few notes here. And I pulled a card from the animal realm, as I usually do, because you know I love the animals and their guidance. So my thought process this morning was, I was feeling like I really wanted to help us stay in the here and now, because I'm seeing so many videos on YouTube right now talking about what's coming in 2026, the potential, the possibilities, the predictions, what energies are going to be with us, what are the obstacles we may be facing. And a part of me was like, well, what about here and now? What about enjoying this beautiful season that we're in and not overlooking that? But then as I pulled the cards, I realized this week is asking us to sort of visit how we want to move into 2026. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to trust it. But also a reminder, I think, as we give thought to that, to also not lose the perspective as we close out this year and we're looking back on what we learned and what we want to bring with us into 2026. And this is just a little bit. I don't want to get into a whole 2026 thing. But I do want to remind us, too, to not miss out on this season, this magical season, and all the things that we do enjoy about it. So with that said, the first card that I pulled is from the ancestors. And this is from Song of the Grandmother's Guidebook by Kara Simons. And I thought I had the card right here. Sorry, I gotta find just want to find the page in the guidebook. Here we go. So the card is Grandmother Blossom. No, wait, sorry. Grandmother Squash Blossom and the Message of Abundance. The card also said, harvest is coming. Everything you want or need planted just in time. So I just really feel like planted just in time. I just feel like we've planted these seeds this year for the abundance that we want to see in 2026. And abundance can be a variety of different things. So this deck has different colored banners at the bottom of each card, which represents a theme. So this one has a purple banner, and purple is about possibility. So as we enjoy this season, we take some time to look back at what we've learned, the seeds that we've planted. It's really about a time just to start to marinate in the possibilities for the new year. And it says, embracing portals of opportunity and expansion that open as you integrate lessons. So as we think about and we have the lessons of the year that maybe perhaps are still integrating, what are the possibilities that are coming? We may not know exactly what that is, but to trust that they're there. I also really picked up, of course, when I pulled this card, the yellow is just so vibrant and so bright and beautiful. And right away I just thought of the word hope, that there's so much hope, of course, going into the new year. And as we start to think about that and the possibilities. So I had to look at what the yellow banner represents, which is service, which I thought went really well with possibility. And service is about recognizing your role, offering your gifts with authenticity, agency, and awareness. So I'm just feeling like maybe as a collective, that is where we're at right now, even though this part of me is screaming to go, no, I just want to stay in this season right now and enjoy this, which we still can. I just think we're being invited to look at the possibilities that are coming, the energies that are on their way, and to really revisit the seeds that we've planted that we want to see blossom and grow in the new year. So the next card I pulled was from the Inner Child Healing Oracle by Nina Mangendre. I think Mangendre is how, I might not be saying Nina's last name correctly, so sorry about that. But the Inner Child card is Persona and number 19. So as you can see, the image in the card is taking this mask off. And I think that really fits well with this card of looking at possibilities and abundance, that harvest is coming, and that the card is about possibility. And also I'm really picking up on that it's about what offerings we're going to have for the new year, how we're going to be in service to others, whether that's in a career or just in our everyday lives, either or. And then persona and taking the mask off. Our inner child grows up, with these expectations are put upon us, not always consciously, but we grow up with this conditioning and this way of seeing things through maybe our parents' eyes or the eyes of society. But I really feel like as we step into 2026, as we sit with this right now and are looking at that for ourselves, it's about that it's safe. It's okay to start taking that mask off and to be who we authentically are and offer our true, wonderful gifts to the world, which I know each one of us has those gifts. And I'm thinking right now in a particular person I talked to over the weekend. You'll know who you are if you're listening to the video this week. I'm so excited for her and something that she's working on that she's going to be bringing in the world that is going to help a lot of people. And so maybe that is you too. That it's okay to be who you authentically are. And those people that need what you have are going to find you. It's also the card number 19. So numerology, 1 and 9 is 10 and equals 1, which is all about new beginnings. So it's actually 2026 when you add those numbers together, it is 1 also. So we're ending this year in a 9, which is all about endings, and we're stepping into this new possibility. And we're starting to think about that and percolate in that right now. And what is that new year going to bring? What are these new beginnings that are coming in? And to remember that we can start to take those masks off and be who we are. So the animal realm message is so perfect. I can't wait to read the message for you. It is Highland Cow in harmony. I love the image. It's just so calming and soothing on this deck, just like the snow that was falling this morning. You look at that and you just move into this peaceful place. At least I do. I hope you do too as you look at this card. So I'm going to read the message from Highland Cow in harmony. And Highland Cow and her calf stand against a serene and picturesque backdrop, beckoning you to partake in the tranquility. Observing this scene has the power to infuse you with contentment and peace. Maybe that's why I'm feeling called about that. I really wanted to emphasize this week about staying in the here and now and enjoying this season, despite we're getting all the message about the potential and the energy of 2026. And I'm just feeling like that with this message, observing this scene as the power to infuse you with contentment and peace. Maybe this is about to not be so worried about what 2026 may bring, and that staying in the here and now, that we always have that choice. If we get too caught up in, the possibilities and nervous about being our authentic selves, to come back to that peaceful place within us that is always there. I think that maybe that goes with that. That's feeling very right to me right now. So Highland Cow is protective of her calf while allowing it to explore the world, reminding you to do the same. Similarly, mindfully taking note and care of a scared or critical part of you allows the wise and accomplished part to gently guide you forward. So in this month of December, there might be a little work in there to do, that scared part of you, and really acknowledging that and understanding what that inner child is trying to share with you. Whether you were nurtured with love and understanding from your mother or not, as an adult, the responsibility lies with you to instill whatever you most need to thrive in the world. Take heed of the message flowing to you in unexpected ways, knowing there are nudges from the universe supporting your journey toward wholeness. The fact that Highland Cow would rather forage on their own than feed in the barn is another helpful clue to seek what it is that you truly need in terms of physical or spiritual nourishment. Along with her mothering skills, Highland Cow is also known for her intelligence, reminding you to embrace these qualities. Got a little tongue-tied there. By learning to love yourself and gently examining and healing negative patterns caused from past emotional pain, you too can create a desired outcome of peace and harmony. So, that is the reading for the week from Grandmother Squash Blossom, about thinking about those seeds we have planted and how they will bloom in the new year. That it's okay to take off the mask and be who you authentically are. The numerology 19, which added together is a 1. New beginnings. It's exciting to think about what's on the horizon. And then Highland Cow, staying in harmony within ourselves, addressing those parts that need to be heard, that may be in fear, but letting them know, hey, I'm the adult now, I got this, we can do this. And we can create the life that we want. All right, that is the message for the week, everybody. And I will see you again next week, which will be the week of the 15th. And we're getting really close to the holiday season, aren't we? Well, we're in the holiday season. We're getting close. If you celebrate Christmas, we are getting close to celebrating Christmas. Yeah, I guess that's it for the week. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that it was helpful. And I'll see you soon. All right, take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.